Carnegie's story is one of the most extraordinary in history. Born into poverty, he rose to become one of the richest men in the world, a steel magnate whose empire helped shape the industrial world we live in today. But his journey wasn't just about wealth, it was about revolutionizing industries and giving back to society. Let's dive deep into the life and legacy of Andrew Carnegie, the man who redefined what it means to be rich. Andrew Carnegie was born on November 25, 1835, in Dunfermline, Scotland. His father, William Carnegie, was a weaver, a respected trade until the Industrial Revolution began to change everything. With the advent of mechanized looms, the traditional weaving industry collapsed, plunging many families, including the Carnegies, into poverty. In 1848, desperate for a better life, the Carnegie family made the bold decision to emigrate to the United States, settling in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Andrew was just 13 years old when he started his first job as a bobbin boy in a cotton mill, working 6 days a week for $1.20. But even then, young Andrew had dreams of something greater. Despite his tough working conditions, Carnegie's sharp mind and relentless drive didn't go unnoticed. After learning how to operate a telegraph, he secured a job as a telegraph operator and eventually caught the attention of Thomas A. Scott, a railroad executive who would change Carnegie's life forever. The early career of Andrew Carnegie. In 1853, Carnegie began working for the Pennsylvania Railroad under Thomas Scott, who quickly became his mentor. Scott's tutelage taught Carnegie the intricacies of business management and, more importantly, the art of investing. It was during his time at the railroad that Carnegie made his first significant investments, which began to multiply his wealth. In 1865, Carnegie left the railroad to focus on his investments full-time. One of his most crucial early decisions was to invest in the iron and steel industries, anticipating the increasing demand for steel as the United States expanded its railroads and infrastructure. Little did he know, this investment would make him one of the richest men the world had ever seen. In the 1870s, Carnegie seized an opportunity that would shape the future of American industry: the steel industry. The secret to his success? The Bessemer process, a revolutionary technique for mass-producing steel at lower costs. Carnegie recognized that steel would become the backbone of industrial America. And he was right. His company, Carnegie Steel, became the largest and most profitable steel company in the world. By employing vertical integration, a strategy in which he controlled every aspect of production, from raw materials to transportation, Carnegie was able to keep his costs low and profits high. His empire expanded rapidly, fueling the construction of railroads, bridges, and skyscrapers, changing the American landscape forever. By the 1890s, Carnegie was producing more steel than all of Great Britain. But with his vast wealth came new responsibilities and new challenges. Despite his ruthless business tactics, Andrew Carnegie believed that those who accumulated great wealth had a responsibility to give back to society. In 1889, he published an essay titled The Gospel of Wealth, where he laid out his philosophy. The wealthy should use their fortunes to improve the lives of others. After building an empire, Carnegie turned his wealth to the greater good. Known as one of history's greatest philanthropists, he believed that a man who dies rich dies disgraced. Here's how he gave back to society. Over the course of his life, Carnegie gave away more than $350 million to fund libraries, universities, and scientific research. He built over 2,500 libraries worldwide, believing that access to knowledge was the key to lifting people out of poverty. To this day, Carnegie's philanthropic impact continues to be felt, but his biggest business decision was still to come. With his steel empire dominating the industry, Carnegie was ready to step back. Enter J.P. Morgan, a powerful financier with a vision. In 1901, Andrew Carnegie made a bold decision that shook the business world. He sold Carnegie Steel to Morgan for a staggering $480 million, a deal that in today's money would be worth almost $13 billion. This sale led to the creation of U.S. Steel, America's first billion-dollar corporation, and cemented Carnegie's place as one of history's wealthiest figures. After the monumental sale of his steel empire, Andrew Carnegie spent the rest of his life dedicated to giving back. Guided by his belief that a man who dies rich dies disgraced, he poured his vast fortune into establishing foundations, libraries, and educational institutions that he hoped would uplift generations to come. Carnegie became a leading advocate for world peace, tirelessly supporting initiatives that promoted understanding among nations and championed education, believing it was the key to a better future for all. By the time of his passing on August 11, 1919, Carnegie had given away over $350 million, a staggering sum in his time. His legacy lives on through the many libraries, universities, and organizations he founded, leaving an indelible mark on society and inspiring others to pursue philanthropy. If you enjoyed learning about the life of Andrew Carnegie and want more stories about the world's most powerful and wealthy figures, hit that subscribe button. Every week, we bring you incredible stories of ambition, success, and legacy. Stay curious, and we'll see you in the next video.